The following program may contain strong language and mature content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good evening, and peace and blessings to you. It's a great day. It's a blessed day. And if you don't know anything else on this day, know that you deserve to be blessed. Hey. Good evening, and peace and blessings to you. It's a great day. It's a blessed day. It's a Monday. And if you don't know anything else on this Monday, know that you deserve to be blessed. Hey, everybody, I'm Titan Capri, and I'm here with the Titan Capri Experience. I am so glad that you all are in the building today. Y'all are coming in. Tonight, we are talking about the unconventional advocate. I know y'all are probably thinking, what does that mean, Titan? What does that mean? But I want you to know, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. Look, everybody, y'all come on in, like, heart, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. Y'all can find me everywhere. Titan Capri, the Titan Capri Experience. You can find me everywhere. Look, y'all come on over and show me some love. Y'all come on over and show me some love. Now, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're talking about the unconventional advocate, but I wanted to kind of like preface it a little bit with something. So tonight I'm being unconventional, right? Got my hat on, got my hair to the side, got an old Leah bang swooping down. I got my glasses on. You see my pride glasses? What y'all know about that pride? Y'all don't know about that pride? Look, and I even got on my see-through mesh shirt. Yes, they say today is Monday, but it might be a dead Monday. Okay. Look, ladies and gentlemen, we are in here tonight and we are talking and we are getting it done. And so I want you to sit back, relax, grab your drink, and let's get this experience started. Now, hold on, wait a minute. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know that y'all are with me. Hold your drink up. All right. Let me know what you're drinking. Let me know in the comments what you're drinking. Let me know. Now, look, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know I like to always start the show off with just a little something. So I'm going to start the show off. Look at that. Maybe I done had 1 too many drinks already. Right? Let me go ahead and take these glasses off because I'm seeing nothing but lights in my eyes and the reflection in the glasses. And I just want to make sure that we're good. All right. So let's go ahead and get started with Did You Know? Did you know? So did you know about HIV? Did you know? So ladies and gentlemen, tonight I want to talk to you just for a moment about HIV and AIDS, being 41 years old. So HIV and AIDS started, well, the reported cases, if you would, in 81, right? So if you take 81, put 41 to it, 2022, looks like you're there, right? Ladies and gentlemen, so it's crazy because most people don't know where HIV came from or why HIV is even the age that it is, right? And so I implore you to go ahead and actually research HIV. So here's the thing. It was the first reported cases in 1981, okay? Now, They are going off of the first reported cases. Okay. Now, we know that a lot of people died because of this disease or this virus. We know that a lot of people suffered greatly, but the first reported cases were in 1981. So that's where it all started. In the beginning, we know that it was AIDS, right? And then HIV. Okay. So I want you to take a moment and to think about the age. Think about how old it is, right? Think about how old you are. Think about that your mother or your father, if you're younger, or think about how old you are right now. You may be in your 30s or your 40s, right? HIV has been around for a short period of time, but it has caused havoc. It has wreaked havoc on us. It has wreaked havoc on the world. It has wreaked havoc on people's lives. It's not that you can't live with, right? But we're talking about the impact, and it's only been that short amount of time. Last year, they celebrated 40 years, and everybody was like, it's 40 years, 40 years. But think about that. 40 years old. That's not old. That's not old. You still got life to live, especially when they say what the lifespan is about 67 to 72 years old or something like that. So literally, you think about it. So 40 years, right? And literally, if you think about my diagnosis, 17 years and 40 years, that's really not that far apart. Really, it's not. Because if you think about it, you think about parent and child. Think about it like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I want to say today is that we have grown leaps and bounds since 1981. We have grown to a point to where HIV or HIV-3, which would be considered an AIDS diagnosis, it's not killing people the way that it is. But what I want to say, physically, it may not be doing that, right? But mentally, emotionally, uh, um, um, spiritually, HIV/AIDS is still an epidemic. It's still an epidemic. It has not changed. And if you take anything away from COVID right now, how COVID is constantly changing and going and going, HIV, AIDS, the same way, constantly changing and constantly going. It may not look the same as it looked back in 81, but it's still the same virus. It's still wreaking havoc and causing issues and causing problems. And so sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, we don't see it like that. So I want you to do this. Just type in HIV. How old? And you can type it in just like that, HIV. How old? Or how old is HIV? Or HIV first started when? Or what were the first reported cases? And ladies and gentlemen, I think it would do you some great, it would do great for the heart, the mind, the soul, and the spirit for you to speak to your loved ones and talk about HIV. We can't talk about it like it's no longer. We have to talk about it like it's still here, because it is, right? We have to talk about it that it's young. It's still young. 41 years, still young. And I know some of y'all out there are probably saying, you know what, Titan, that's old. That's old. But let me tell you, 41 years is not old. If you think back to 81, some of you were born in the 80s. That's not that old. So we got to stop talking about it like it's prehistoric, like it's something back in the gestation age. No, 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 no. The crustacean age or whatever it may. Look, it's not that old. It's not that old. And to be honest, if I really think about it, I've only been HIV positive for 17 years. However, I'm 51. So 41, that's only 10 years away. Not that old. Not that old at all. Someone said to me, well, you keep talking like it's just killing millions and millions of people. We cannot stop talking like that. We cannot stop talking about it's still an epidemic. It's still it's still out here wreaking havoc on people's lives and taking people from us, or in a sense, causing people to feel some kind of way so they want to leave us. You understand what I'm saying? So yes, did you know that HIV/AIDS, the epidemic, is only 41 years old? That's not old at all. And I know some of you probably saying, Titan, whatever. No, seriously. Seriously, right there, right there. Ladies and gentlemen, what you want to do is to be educated on where it came from, what's going on, right? You can't sit here and think that it's no longer an issue or a problem. Yes, we can control it. Yes, we can live with it. Yes, we can thrive with it, but it's not that old. It is not that old. That's all I wanted to tell y'all. Did you know that HIV was only 41 years old? 81, 81, and 81. Some of you were born in the 80s. That part. Look, ladies and gentlemen, look, I didn't want to be serious like that, but somebody just asked me a question, was like, well, Titan, with HIV and AIDS not being a thing, what do you mean not being a thing? It's still a thing. It's going to always be a thing. It's going to always be there until we have a cure. It's going to always be a thing. And for those of us living with HIV, it's always a thing. Now, we might not give it all the glory and let it take over our lives and let it take us to places that we shouldn't go. However, we do acknowledge what HIV is. That part. And acknowledgement is key. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on because y'all don't want to get me going. Y'all don't want to get me started. All right, let's go on and get into this thought, baby. Let's go on and get into this thought. Yes. Yes. Now look, y'all saw it, right? Y'all see it. Y'all looking down there? Mm-hmm. Titan Capri, the unconventional advocate. Now look, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta talk to y'all for a second. I'm gonna sit back just a little bit because I wanna rock like I'm in an old rocker, like the old folks do. You know what I mean? That's what I really want to do. That's what I really want to do. But I want to say this to you tonight. What I want to say to you is that sometimes when we see people doing things differently, we all of a sudden want to call them other than what they are. We want to call them something else. So this weekend, I was called the unconventional advocate because I told somebody, bump all that. We're not finna hoop and holler and cry and do all that stuff. We finna get up and make stuff happen. We can't sit here and play the game. So all of a sudden, I'm the unconventional advocate. Now, that sat in my spirit. I said, my spirit said, now wait, should I? Well, let's test this theory out. Maybe I might be the unconventional advocate. Maybe that's what it is. You want a story? Here's a story, so here you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, I was in a conversation with a couple of people, and I'm always like this, and I don't know what that is. Somebody told me today that it's a divine power, and I will accept it, but I'm always in these groups, and people are always stating things, and I'm like, okay. So, there was a young individual who was recently diagnosed as HIV positive. The person basically literally just did him wrong, right? And I'm going to speak on this for a second. This is a scenario. The person did him wrong, gave him 2 STIs and HIV. He contracted HIV. So they were telling him, well, you got to forgive him for what he did to you so that you can heal yourself. And so y'all need to have the conversation. And I'm sitting over here looking stank face like, what? Who did they have a conversation? And they were like, well, no, Titan, this is what we said. Whoa. Who needs to have the conversation? Because I only see one person here. One, not 2. I don't see the other person over here. I don't see the other person coming over here, taking up and making sure that this person is good. I don't see him nowhere. Well, Titan, see, why you got to be angry? Stuff like that. I'm not angry. Now, y'all, I'm giving y'all expressions because I'm on the Titan Capri Experience. I'm giving you an experience. But I was talking just as calm and just as polite as they were. I said, I don't think he needs to forgive anybody right now. What he needs to do is be there for himself. Think about himself. Love himself right now. But Titan, that's kind of selfish. Call it selfish or whatever you want to call it. Because y'all are making room for the other person that put him in this predicament. Now, we don't know the scenario. We can only go by what the person told us. But the other person put you in this predicament and y'all telling him to go make peace with this person? So they was like, yeah, Titan, forgive and forget. I said, I done told y'all 50 million times, I may forgive, and that may be down the road, but I'm not forgetting. Right now, he doesn't need forgiveness for that person. He needs forgiveness for himself, because he's blaming himself that he is the one that caused all of this. I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have went here. I should have stayed at home. I should have did all. No. Boy, stop that. So what I said was, we're going to advocate for you today. So I want you to take a moment and take a breath. Stop and take a breath. Woo-saw for a moment, because this is a lot. Your feelings are valid, and we do not want to diminish that. We want to acknowledge those feelings. So I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop, and I'm going to ask you a question. And my question to you is, how do you feel? Truthfully, honestly, how do you feel? Titan, do you want me to give you the truth? I said, you better not give me nothing but the truth. He was angry. He was upset. He was ashamed. He felt like he had let everything down. He had been through some stuff, and he felt like the first time that he felt safe, then boom, this happened to him. He felt like it was not his life that he was living. He was trying to do something good for somebody else, and boom. And I told him, they were like, but no, y'all stop. Let him finish. Tell me how you're feeling. Really, how you're feeling. Well, he shouldn't have those type of feelings because this and that. Hold on. What is all this patty? You know what I mean? And I'm not saying patty like a patty. I'm trying to patty like a pat. Like you just patting him on the back for what? Well, we have to have the conversation. And I said, what conversation you need to have with the other person? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you the dynamic of the group, because this right here is out. We have come to a point in our world to where we cannot speak the truth. We cannot tell you if we're angry. We cannot tell you if we're upset. We cannot express our true feelings for the off chance that somebody doesn't like it and are going to be upset with us. You with me? I'm standing in the middle of this group, and we're all advocates. We're all advocating for something. And I wanted him to advocate for his truth, not some watered down version of what was going on. And he even said, Titan, what's in my cup? He said, my cup is only half, it's not even half full, it's a third. He said, I just can't keep doing this. I'm down on the ground, and these people keep telling me. And he said, Titan, you're the only one that told me to speak your truth and speak it. And I told him, I said, bro, I'm not trying to come at you sideways. I done been down this road. I blame myself. It wasn't nobody else's fault but Titan's all day long, every day, because I knew that I was wrong for what I did. Everything that they told me was going to happen was happening. And so I blamed myself and took myself down a dark road. But what I've learned in that is that when I accept my responsibility and what it is that has happened to me, right? Not saying that I take on the responsibility that I was wrong for sleeping with him or whatever. What I'm saying is I'm responsible for me. And if I ignore the signs, if I don't take myself into consideration, first, be selfish, as that person stated. If I don't take my spirit into consideration first, when your spirit is sitting up here giving you that EWS, that early warning system, and telling you not to do, boom, don't do. But we're not pointing the finger at him. What I'm saying is what's real. So they were telling me, Titan, you wrong for telling him that. Like, you blaming the victim. I'm not blaming the victim, but he's a grown man. Why am I going to sugarcoat this? He's a grown man. I'm gonna say it one more time. He's a grown man. What am I sugarcoating for? We two men can't stand and have a conversation without him feeling vexed. And basically, they were trying to tell him, woo, 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 woo. You know, you gotta forgive, and then once you forgive, then everything is gonna be. You gotta have a conversation with him. I said, who's gonna have a conversation? Who's gonna talk to him? This man just sit up here and told you that he damn near dead. That he's on the edge. And you telling him to go talk to this? Y'all, I'm really trying to make this PC because I'm really feeling some kind of way. So they said to me again, their name that what I was labeled as was I'm the unconventional advocate because I'm doing everything in a way that it shouldn't be done. How's that go? That's shock value. That's this. I said, ladies and gentlemen, we are human. I have a right to be angry. I have a right to be mad. I have a right to feel some kind of way. You feel me? Okay. Look, who finna talk to him? Who? Definitely not. Now look, Judy, I'm about to say what? Okay. So and I'm not knocking anybody for what you do and how you do it, right? But what I'm saying is there comes a time in this world, in this life that you're leading, that you got to be real with yourself. This is not a joke. Why am I chasing him? Why am I chasing him when I'm standing here dealing with all the stuff that he done bestowed up on me? What am I doing? He probably off living his life and doing whatever it is that he's doing, whatever he was doing before me, however he got all the stuff that he done gave me. And then I'm sitting up here worrying about what he doing. Oh, no. You can keep that. You can kick rocks. We're not doing that. What we're going to do is we're going to be advocates for ourselves. We're going to acknowledge the fact that we're upset, that we're angry. We're going to acknowledge the fact that we feel some kind of way. We're going to acknowledge the fact that I am not good with this at all. My whole life has been uprooted and changed for what? And you want me to go play nice in the sandbox at recess with this fool? Oh no, that's not about to happen. So they said, well, Titan, well, why do you feel that way? Well, you shouldn't feel like that. You need to probably take a step back and, and calm down. And I said, see, this is the problem. Y'all want to water everything down. Y'all don't want nobody to have feelings. Y'all want us to be like the Stepford wives, walking around here, don't know nothing from a can of paint, don't have no emotions, just doing the job, just going straight and forward. That's not what we're doing. I will be the unconventional advocate. I will be the one to tell you, bump that. Just like they didn't want me to ask him how was he feeling. He's the victim. I can't ask him how he feeling. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, that's not how we do. That's not what we do. We have been this world, you can't say nothing to anybody. Absolutely not. The devil is a lie. You can't say nothing. You can't say nothing to nobody. You can't tell nobody nothing. You can't even raise your voice without there being an issue or a problem. Now, here's the kicker. Y'all bring it on back. Come on down. I'm the unconventional advocate. I'm going to be that tonight for you. And you may see this a little bit later on. I better coin it for anybody else. I'm the unconventional advocate. What I told him was, you take a moment for you. Don't you think about him. Don't you think about them. You take a moment for you. And even if Titan is telling you right now, if Titan is popping off at the mouth and you don't want to hear, you tell Titan to shut up. Because right now it's about you. Right now it's about you. You go and do what you want to do right now. You go and calm down. You count backwards from 10. But look, when you count backwards from 10, that don't mean that everything goes away. What that means is you are processing. I'm taking a moment to process, to understand. And the reality of it is, bruh, sis, you are still here. Despite what has happened to you, despite how he has done this particular person, despite whoever it is that's around you right now that has done you wrong, you are still here. You still have a chance to make your life better than what it was 5 hours ago, 10 hours ago, 24 to 48 hours ago. You have a chance. But if you sit here and water down how you're feeling and always suppressing how you feel, you will never get to that place because you are responsible for this. You are responsible for this. Yes, crap is going to come, things are going to happen, they're going to be, but you are responsible for this. I'm not responsible for him. You're not responsible for him. Let him answer to his God. Let him answer to his people. You're not responsible for him. You're responsible for you all day and every day. And until you figure that out, until these people over here trying to, until they figure it out, because I guarantee you, and look, and I'm going to be real. I'm going to be real. And I said this, and some people are going to say, Titan, you probably shouldn't have said anything like that. No, what I'm going to say is y'all are over here putting your own issues and stigma onto this man. Y'all didn't handle your business the way you should have handled it whatever happened with you. And I don't know, and I'm not pointing the finger, I'm not blaming the victim. What I am saying is you didn't take care of you. We all have had crap happen to us. I have had things happen to me, and I blame myself for the longest. I took myself down a dark road. I did not want to do nothing. I became sick. I did all of these things because I felt that I was the bad person. I did this. I didn't take care of myself. And it didn't help me that I had certain people that were around me telling me, don't do that. Don't do that. Go on and look after him. Look at him. He on Facebook with somebody else. He doing this and doing that. What does that have to do with anything? Take care of yourself. So I don't know who this is for tonight. Whoever this is right here, I want you to take care of yourself. Crap is going to happen. Things are going to come down the tube that are not going to be good. Crap is going to hit the fan and everything is going to stink. But one thing I do know is that you're responsible for you. You're responsible for you. Yes, it happened. Acknowledge it, and then we're going to move. And you're not moving for him or her or them or they. You're moving for you. Tomorrow when you wake up, you're not waking up for them. You're waking up for you. Tomorrow when you push past whatever pain, whatever agony, whatever type of stigma you got going on, you're not pushing past that for them. You're pushing past it for you. You are it. Be selfish in a moment. Be selfish and take care of you first. Y'all hear it all the time, all over the TV and everywhere else. As soon as the airplane loses pressure, the mask come out. And they tell you to put the mask on yourself first before you put it on somebody else. Now, why are you going to put the mask on him when he's the one that did everything that you need to live? Am I wrong? Somebody tell me. Let me tell you. The thing is, that's not what it is. So yes, I will be the unconventional advocate. I will tell you that there's no more conversations to be had. I don't need to be having a conversation with you. I need to be doing the work. I need to be putting in the work for myself, my healing, my spiritual, my understanding, my knowledge. Okay. Some people are so selfish not to recognize that he is in pain. Instead of judging him, they should help gain his life back. Exactly. Because here's something that, okay, teach the children. Yes. Here's something that people don't know. Once you have been diagnosed, now I'm going to speak for myself. Once you have been diagnosed, I don't care how many leaps and bounds we have made in this HIV and AIDS field or work or whatever have you, you still think that you are dying. Death, denial, and depression. I call it the 3 Ds. Death is always first. Whenever you have anything, you hear somebody say stage 4 cancer, what do you think? You understand what I'm saying? So all somebody got to do is say HIV, and now we're saying HIV-3, which is an AIDS diagnosis or a level to where you are at an AIDS diagnosis. I got all looked, but HIV-3 still, and yet people say that you can live a long life, but the reality of it is when you first hear that, you are dead in your mind and in your spirit and your soul. You don't want to live no more, because everything that everybody ever told you is now happening to you. And where you at? So then you come to people that you think can help you, advocates, and they tell you to go talk to him. What you talking to him for? Now look, ladies and gentlemen, I know I'm going on and on and on, but look, I will be that unconventional advocate. I will be that person that's going to tell you I'm not about this. I'm about doing. Look, you can bump your gums all day long, but look, ladies and gentlemen, you got to take care of yourself. Ain't nobody else going to do it for you. And if I'm unconventional for telling you to stand in your purpose and in your life and be who you are, regardless if somebody told you that you shouldn't, then I'll be that unconventional advocate. I will. But let me tell you this. We're going to go to commercial real quick, y'all. And then we're going to come back. Look, y'all, I'll come on back because I want to talk to y'all a little bit more about this unconventional advocate, because I think people don't understand that. Kwame, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Pyro Media Network is a proactive network focused on providing innovative space for content creators and entrepreneurs. PMN is dedicated to giving its viewers a diverse entertainment experience while helping content creators elevate their production, engagement, and overall branding. To date, PMN has reached over 1 million viewers and listeners internationally, produced over 72 successful shows with high ratings and fanfare, and has housed over 135 content creators, brands, and businesses through entertainment and consulting services exclusive to Pyro Media. Pyro Media Network is a space that makes you feel at home. So if you or someone you know wants to make an impact, then contact PMN by visiting www.pyromedianetwork.com, and we will take your production to the next level.
Look, baby, look, let me tell you. Y'all know what? So this is so funny sometimes because people will not come on to the show or in the comments on the show, but they'll text me. They'll message me things, right? And so I just got a message, and the message said that you really feeling yourself tonight. But I do think that you should have had the young man to have some resolution with the person that, and they put, and I'm just going to say this, they put the words infected, and that's not what we're using. It's all about language that he contracted HIV from, right? So we're not doing that because it sounds so nasty. Okay. So here's my thing. But here we go again. How can he heal with him and he hasn't even healed himself? The boy doesn't know which end is up, what is going on. He don't know where he's at mentally, spiritually, emotionally. So how is he going to have the capacity to reconcile with somebody? And then here's a better question to the world. Why are you so quick to reconcile with someone? You should allow yourself time to acknowledge and to understand, to be angry, to be selfish, to do all of those things. You should allow yourself time. We are in such a microwavable era that everything has to be quick. It has to be fast. And that's not right. That's not fair. That's not fair to the person that's dealing with this. That's not fair to the person that can't see past death. That's not fair. And ladies and gentlemen, there's an issue when we want to cut people out from feeling. We don't want you to feel. There's an issue there. Y'all need to watch it. Look around you. Look around you. Here's a little homework. Look around you for the next 2 days and watch how many people are not feeling, are not in tune, in touch with their feelings. Watch. It's more than you think. Because right now we're not focusing on them not feeling because we don't see it like that. But if you take a moment, sit back, put on those glasses. Hold on, let me put them on. Put on those glasses. She ain't feeling. He ain't feeling. Oh, they definitely not feeling. Oh, I see over here. You feel what I'm saying? Because the reality of it is you didn't let yourself out. You didn't let the car get up to 62 miles an hour, open the door, and you're going to stop and you're going to tuck and roll out the car. For what? This is your car. You're the driver. You're the captain. You're the person in the seat that's going to take you to the next level. But why am I worried about who's not in the car and who's back there? You feel me? You feel me? Whew. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just saying, look, we gotta stop that. You gotta be in your feelings. People say, "Oh, you in your feelings?" I feel some kind of way. I don't like that this happened to me. I don't like that he did me like this. I don't like the fact that I don't know where to go, what to do. And then when I do find out a place to go or what to do, then I go to some people that tell me to suppress my feelings and don't feel. You don't need to acknowledge that, but you need to forgive him. Forgive and forget. Whew. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let me move on because I didn't get it. And so I've learned in this work that I do, this advocacy role, that sometimes I have to be quiet and listen to what's not being said. And this young man was telling me everything that was wrong, and he hadn't even said a word. You can look at his body posture, the way he was, you can look at his eyes. My grandmother used to say the eyes are the windows to the soul. You can see what's going on. And sometimes people say, "Oh, people talk too much." They always, maybe they need to talk. Maybe this is therapeutic for them. Who knows? But the unconventional advocate, I'll take it. I'll take it because I'm going to always open. Then they said, "Oh, this is the last piece of this, and then I'm going to move on." They said, "Oh, well, you, so What is he going to do next? I said, what do you mean what he's going to do next? He about to get up and he about to live. Well, that's kind of hard, don't you think? He just this and this and this. No. See, here's the thing. You acknowledge what has happened to you, but you don't need to sit and waddle in it. You don't need to sit up here and just, oh, woe is me, and be like stagnant water. You don't need to do that. That's not what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people want to say, oh, well, this is what it is, and this is what's going on, this is what's happening. But no, just because you continue moving or you get up, but the key to all of this is you have to acknowledge that there's an issue or a problem. You have to acknowledge that you're not okay. You got to acknowledge that this really hurt you. You got to acknowledge that you are in pain and agony over something that you thought you were loving, and it was never that. So I'm not saying that you don't slow down and take a moment. That's that acknowledgement. But what I'm saying is you don't stay down like stagnant water. You ever been around stagnant water? And I'm sure I'm talking to just about anybody. It has a foul stench. And that's what happens. Things will sit and fester in your life till you don't have a life anymore. All right, y'all, let's move on. Look, let me tell you, baby, let me tell you, I applaud those individuals, right, for wanting to heal him in a way that they thought was conventional. And I get it. That's the blueprint. That's what you do. But we're going to move on to you better. And I'm going to explain to you. Come on, Kwame. You better. You better. Whew. Being an advocate doesn't mean that you have to follow the blueprint all the time. Being an advocate doesn't mean that you have to follow the recipe to the T. Now, maybe you do it in the beginning because you don't know what being an advocate is. So you do all the things that advocates do because this is the blueprint. This is what happens. But there's going to come a time where you're going to have to tweak, turn the station, right? You know what I'm saying? Try to find an FM, AM. You're going to have to tweak it. You're going to have to pull out that antenna and move it around until you get to the right station of being an advocate. And I landed on the unconventional advocate. And the reason I landed that is because when I was diagnosed, I had somebody advocating for me, but they were not advocating for me. They didn't understand what I was going through. They didn't know what had happened to me. They only knew what they knew because that's all that they knew about being an advocate. That's it. If I do 1, 2, 3, right? Boom. That's it. I'm an advocate. I did it. Look, I advocated for Titan. I advocated for Titan. And I'm Titan sitting over there saying, what are you talking about? Who are you advocating for? Because I still feel lost. I don't feel like I understand what's happening. I don't even know what the next steps are. Do I go to a doctor? What do I do? Are they going to do? Like, what is happening? And if you all know me, y'all know I don't play that game. I'm not sending nobody your way. I'm not telling nobody to talk to you if you're not right. If you ain't right, I'm not dealing with you like that. And far be it for me to tell you what being right is. You should already know. But if I am coming to you and I'm advocating for someone, you got to know exactly what my advocating means. You got to understand what type of advocate I am. And as of this weekend, I'm the unconventional advocate. And that's what I do because that needs to be changed. We can talk about it all day long, but what are you doing? What are you doing? This world changes. The disease changed. The virus changed. People change. The processes change. So how are we still stuck in being a conventional advocate, going the conventional route when that's not working? That may work for them over there, but that's not working for you over here. So then in steps Titan, and I say, oh, well, that's not what we're doing. Well, yeah, well, everybody said, no, this is what we're about to do. Now, in this unconventionalness, if that's a word, I let them know, this is how I rock. Are you good with it or you not? Because if you're not, tell me now. Let me know, because I don't want no issues. I'm going to always have your best interests at heart. I'm going to always advocate for you. I'm going to always make sure that you are thriving, not just living, but thriving in whatever it is that you're going through. But you got to be upfront with me. You got to acknowledge that you need to be there, not here. And how do you get there? You acknowledge that you are important, that your life is important, that you have purpose, and then we step. Unconventional? I think not. But in some people's eyes, that's unconventional, because I'm not playing to the perpetrator. I'm not playing to the person that hunted you down and deal with it. I'm not playing to them. I could care less about them. Now hold up. I could care less about them in this situation, because I need you to get to where you need to be. So I'm going to advocate for you. However, we can knuckle up if they come back. If they want to roll up over here, that's what we can do. That part is different. What I'm speaking of is right now, you are in a hole, you are in darkness, and you need to be in light. And I can't bring you to the light if I'm constantly reminding you of what happened and how it happened. Now, we're going to acknowledge, but everybody has to acknowledge in their own time. I can't make you acknowledge right now because I don't know where you're at. So I'm not going to play to the perpetrator. I'm going to play to you. You're the victim. You're the one that this has happened to. So let me come to you and see how I can help. What can I do? And my purpose, and I believe this wholeheartedly, is to talk to you, is to be there for you, is to understand. Sometimes unspoken things. That's my purpose. That's the gift God gave me. So when I come through, I'm not asking you 150 million questions, because I already know your energy, your spirit, and already talked to mine and said, hey, Titan, this is what's happening. Okay, then. You want to go roll and go grab some coffee or something? You want to just sit out and just talk, or just sit out and watch the sun go down, or just whatever it is that you may want to do. Let me be able to help you with that and to go forward. But I don't believe that you need to be going after the perpetrator in this sense, and you're not good yourself. You get right, and then let's go get it. But until you get right, I don't want you trying to travel down that road, because all you can do is hurt yourself even more. You with me? And the reality of it is, we all love what we love. It doesn't matter how you got there, but it matters how you get up. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. The unconventional advocate. I had never heard of it before, but you know what? I think this is a thing. Look, ladies and gentlemen, being unconventional is not a bad thing. Sometimes you got to be unconventional, because being conventional might not get you where you need to be. Sometimes you got to be loud. Sometimes you got to be rambunctious, because the conventional way might not be right. Y'all with me? So I will take on the unconventional advocate. I will do that. You're going to see this again. You're going to see this again. The unconventional advocate, because this right here, if that's what that means, then that's what that means. And we good. Hey. Who is Glamour? Hey. Hello, Glamour 4, and welcome. Welcome. So we have to understand where we're at and what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not doing anything that nobody else has done. The only difference is that it comes from Titan. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not saying that the person over here is not doing advocacy. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that the way I approach it is come from lived experience. I am a subject matter expert when it comes to this. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, 1, 2, 3, yes, kumbaya. No, it hurts. It's ugly. It's nasty. I don't ever want to go back down that road. But I'm not supposed to feel that. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the issue. That's the problem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to keep on preaching. Let's come on with this final thought, because I need y'all to hear me on this final thought, and we're going to close this on out. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So this is my final thought. You be an unconventional advocate in your own life. You don't have to always go to it the right way. Like I said before, 1, 2, 3. How about 5, 12, and 1? There is no rule book that say that you got to play by the 1, 2, 3. Be an advocate in your own life. It's good to go look for somebody else. It's good to ask for assistance from somebody else. It's good that people are there for you, but you got to be an advocate in your own life. You cannot be sitting here saying to yourself, they're going to advocate for me. Nobody's going to advocate for you the way that you advocate for yourself. Now, here's the thing. I was not able to advocate for myself until somebody showed me what advocacy was. Somebody made sure that I understood what being an advocate entailed. That's why I'm here. I'm going to always make sure that you're first. I'm going to always make sure that you're understanding. I'm going to always make sure that we're on the same page and your feelings are valid. But be an advocate for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Be an advocate for yourself. Sometimes people being advocates for you is a bad thing, because they will put you in a pigeonhole and keep you stuck where you're at. I'm not here to sugarcoat. I'm not here to play the game. But I am here to help you get up. I am here to help you be who you are. I am here to advocate for you in a way that you advocate for yourself. Baby, if that wasn't a word, I don't know what it was. Okay? I am here to advocate for you because you're advocating for yourself. That's how that works. Faith without work is dead. You can have all the faith you want to have. You can, oh Lord, yeah. But until you do the work, prayer without work is dead. Think, ladies and gentlemen, this is why they call me the unconventional advocate. I ain't got time to sugarcoat that. I'm finna tell you what it is. Everything that you need to do is right there for you. Okay? Facts. Right there for you. But you got to be able to advocate for yourself. So yes, sometimes me having a conversation with you is a little unconventional. According to who though? Because I believe when I was diagnosed, I wanted somebody to be real with me. I didn't want them to sugarcoat it. They were telling me that it was all roses and pinks and greens and yellows, and I'd be dang if it was that. It was the total opposite. Death, denial, and depression. I was in denial because I didn't know how to advocate for myself. I didn't know how to speak the truth about who I was and what I was and what I was doing. I thought I was dying because I was in the hospital for 2-3 weeks. And then I went back into the hospital. I only had 4 T cells. Dying. Then after I got out, I tried to go to these groups and tried to do this and that. Depression. I was nowhere where I should have been. Because the advocate that was there for me could not advocate for me because they didn't understand my plight. They didn't know where I came from. They didn't know what I had been through. Although they said they did, they didn't know. Y'all with me? Be an advocate for yourself. I'm not telling you better. Be an advocate for yourself. Speak up for yourself. Understand that just because it happened to Tom, Sue, JoJo, Boo Boo, whoever over here, doesn't mean it got to happen to you the same way. My grandmother used to always tell me a closed mouth does not get fed, and you know I like to eat. You know I like to eat. But a lot of times people don't get that. They don't get it. They don't get it. Be an advocate for yourself. And to the young man, I know he's watching because he told me he was going to watch tonight. To the young man, I want to say kudos to you for standing up and being you. Although this happened to you, you didn't let it take you down. You took that step. Now, here's the thing, and this is the secret. Will this creep up on you again? Yes, it will. But will you be able to handle it? Yes, you will. And how you're going to handle it? You're going to advocate for yourself and take one step at a time. You're not going to try to jump, leap tall buildings in a single bound. You're not going to try to be faster than a train. You're not going to try to do none of that. You feel me? What you're going to do is you're going to be you, love you, understand that you are it, the end all be all. And I'm going to take one step at a time to make sure that I get to my purpose. Because you are here, you're still here, you're living, so your purpose is not too far behind. Remember what I said, we're purpose adjacent. Our purpose is always right here. Sometimes things happen and the purpose is hidden because there's a wall there. There's a cloak. You feel me? But your purpose is always here. So to you tonight, young man, peace and blessings to you. You're in your purpose. You keep pushing. You keep pushing. And I'm not saying anything about those individuals that were telling you because they call me the unconventional advocate. They can call me what they want to call me. But when I was placed on this earth, right? I wasn't placed on this earth to be the conventional advocate. My purpose is clear. However that manifests itself, my purpose is clear. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen. I know that I didn't look. Let me tell y'all something. I want to thank you all for allowing me to be the unconventional advocate. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Peace and blessings to you every Monday. I'm right here. Y'all come see me. Like, follow, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. But let me tell you something. You be an unconventional advocate for yourself. Peace and blessings to you. Until next time. Love you.